First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU. Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Kromenhoek. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down. Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield. Stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And there's the handoff. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a quick push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Kromenhoek. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland,
on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Snags with the throw. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And the Seminoles will have to kick it away.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Oh, look at the quick cut.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Now, I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Receiver in motion now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Launches downfield. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. And that run produces a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. It gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Trying to run it. It's Norris. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
To throw, it's Cromenhoek. Grab made by the tight end, but a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
When the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd down and goal upcoming. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop it. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there on what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw. It's Cromenhoek. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard attempt. See if he's got the leg. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.